inside the MTS Center in Winnipeg as the Sens and Jets get set to meet. Your starting goaltenders for tonight, Robin Lehner will start for the Ottawa Senators, AHL playoff MVP in 2011 with Binghamton, and Andre Pavlik, who won an AHL championship, as did Lehner. And Pavlik was back in 2008 with the Chicago Wolves. And that is your starting netminders for tonight, as the Jets and the Sens get set to meet. Your officials are Rob Martel and Kendrick Nicholson, and your linesmen are Brian Pancic and Shandor Alfonso. Slater starts at center with Thorburn and Peluso for the Jets. Zach Smith starts at center for the Ottawa Senators. He has Stone on one side and Hoffman on the other, and the Jets chase it into the Ottawa zone as we are underway. Peluso, sharp angle, and Robin Lehner shuts that down on the short side. Thorburn on the boards with Stone, and Stone is up with it. In on Adam Party. Party stops him before Stone could get inside the line. Chipped in deep, and the Sens will start a line change. Slater for Thorburn. Thorburn dodged the check there from Neal. Thorburn looked over his right shoulder, perhaps to get a number there.
Well, Chris Neal's always known to finish his checks. He's going to come at you hard, and you have to be aware when he's on the ice.
Grant through center, sends it in. Pavlik sends it back up against the traffic, but Neal is there to block it. Off the corner boards for Cowan, blocked by Blake Wheeler. Pajot for Neal. Back to the line for Grant. Spins, fires, Pavlik makes the save, and there was a rebound there for a split second before Pavlik got the glove on it.
That was a real nice pickup by Alex Grant, the defenseman of the Senators on the blue line. Took it on his backhand, little spin shot as Blake Wheeler will head to the bench. He got in front of the Jared Cowan shot. Caught it, looked like right on the toe cap of his skate. A good job getting in the shot lane, paying the price as it's a low shot. Catches Wheeler in that skate area, and he'll, looks like they're going to look after his skate.
Appears to be just an equipment issue with him. Jets lost a couple more players in the game last night. Eric Tangradi went down with a lower body injury, and Patrice Cormier took a stick in the eye, and certainly the news on Patrice Cormier positive as far as that injury is concerned. Toby Enstrom finds Haluschuk. Haluschuk forced to the far side boards. Frederick takes on putting a hit on him. Enstrom is in from the line for Nick Petan. Petan plays it for Ehlers. To the front of the net it came. Zibanejad knocked it away, and it's out to center ice, and Matt Pumpel will get it just inside the Jets line before he makes his way to the bench. 30-goal scorer in the American Hockey League last year, Matt Pumpel, trying to find his way into this Ottawa roster. Klingberg with that pass attempt that got picked off by Ceci. Shot to the short side by Greening, and that whistled wide. Ceci, nice job defensively, standing up in the neutral zone to break that last play up. Robinson after it for the Sens. Sharp angle chance and another save. This one off Lazar as Pavlik will hang on.
Well, Lazar, good quick shot. It was a nice play, and defensively, as you mentioned, Cody Ceci with a real smart play in the neutral zone. Reads the pass by Sherratt, jumps in front of the winger, Carl Klingberg, able to do a quick little pass up, and it was a short 2-on-1, but a nice read by Cody Ceci. Last year started with Bingo, but ended up coming up and playing with the Senators, and in a strong case for himself, playing in 49 games to finish the season.
3 goals last year for Ceci. We take a look at Ben Sherratt. Zach Smith out to take the face-off against Slater. Zach Smith played his junior hockey in Swift Current, played 6 preseason games, or postseason games rather, here in Winnipeg for the Manitoba Moose. Anthony Peluso, long shot wide. Ellerby puts it to the front of the net. Thorburn got a whack and a rebound, and Lehner had to make a second save as Thorburn with a good effort to get in after that loose puck.
Well, it's another good shift from this line. This is the line Paul Maurice has kind of got tagged already for his fourth line. Thorburn, Peluso, Slater, he wants them to bring energy, and if they can create scoring chances, it's a bonus. But a simple play, kick out to Peluso, shot goes wide. Good job, Ellerby jumps in, just throws it to the net, and Thorburn dives for it, takes down big Jared Cowan with him in the effort to try and chip that over top of Lehner.
A little bit of a longer rebound there than what Leonard would have liked.
Yeah, that's not the area typically a goalie wants to leave it, that 3 to 4 feet right in front of them.
Jean-Gabriel Pageau facing up. Jets win the draw. Albert getting it back to the line. Shot cleared away. Ellerby. Neal. And this is going to be called glove pass, and face-off will come outside the line.
Well, Keaton Ellerby, one of those guys, you're looking at the decor of the Winnipeg Jets. There's some spots and some decisions still to be made back there as Paul Maurice trying to look at getting his lineup down so he can have one practice here after this game. Said he'd like to get down to 5 lines, 8 or 9 defensemen, so you don't have those 2 groups in practice.
Ottawa Senators cutting their roster yesterday. Paul Maurice was hoping to have Little, Ladd, and Byfuglien in the lineup tonight, but because of injuries, that is not going to happen as Ondrej Pavelec hangs on to the puck, and that'll force a face-off in the Winnipeg Jet zone.
Well, and Paul McLean, much like all the other coaches, are getting excited here as preseason winds down, trying to get those main lineups they're looking for in the regular season, get them on the ice, get their main players ready and season here before the regular season starts.
Well, September is about gone. October makes its way tomorrow, which means the NHL regular season can't be far behind. Scheifele for Wheeler. Wheeler speeding in. Wiercross forces him wide. Kane is after it. Ceci blocked it. Pumpel lays it back, and Wiercross will control for Ottawa. Sends it out to center. Party stood Chiasson up, and this is going to go for an icing call. Faceoff will come back.
Well, Patrick Wiercross, real good play. The speedy Blake Wheeler, big size, big speed coming down that right wing, but it's a strong one-on-one play by Wiercross. He forces Wheeler to the outside, closes off the time and space. Nice little finish. The puck comes free. They get support, and the Sens are able to exit their zone.
Wiercross averaged over 16 minutes of ice time per game last year for Ottawa. Steal there by Ehlers. Ehlers to the short side, and Robin Leonard standing his ground, makes the save and hangs on.
Well, Nick Ehlers, speedy player, able to get that steal there and a quick shot. Is have to wonder how many games, if this might be his last here for the Winnipeg Jets in this preseason. He's showed some skill at times and speed. There's still those youthful mistakes, but a lot of experience for him gained here throughout this camp and preseason in Winnipeg.
Great numbers in the Q last year for him. Born in Denmark, but played youth hockey and junior hockey in Switzerland. In fact, he made the A-League in Switzerland at 16 and was the youngest player in the league at that time.
Oh, and the 49 goals with Halifax in his first year as junior. Very impressive.
Made him a first-round pick of the Winnipeg Jets. Zach Bogosian sends this back in behind the Ottawa net. Nick Petan tried to redirect it. Halichuk tried to take it to the front of the net. He got grabbed. Halichuk stays on it. Petan is there to help out. So is Ehlers. Back for Petan. Back for Ehlers. Ehlers trying to find some open ice. Ehlers now in the slot. Dishes off. Halichuk backhander. Scramble in front. Let her down. And hangs on some nice dangling there by Ehlers.
Well, we just talked about him, the 9th overall pick this past June. Some good hands by him. A little work by Nick Petan and Matt Halichuk in the corner. Ehlers able to pick it up after Petan gives him a pass, and he just takes the area that's given to him. The centers kind of give him room as he just stops, slowly finds the middle, then a little backhand dish over to Matt Halichuk, who gets it with Petan right on top of Leonard. It's a good shift with the 2 youngsters and the veteran Halichuk.
Halichuk was on his backhand, never really got a good shot in on Robin Leonard. Scheifele at center, that got knocked down with a glove. We'll get another stoppage in play.
Well, and there they are, Nick Petan, Nick Ehlers, the 2 Nicks. Last night in Edmonton, there's a couple shifts where you got a little glimpse into what they can do. They're really good at making those little plays. A little fake pass there. Halichuk picks it up. Nick Petan, one of the real good young players at thinking the game.
And you talked about offense for young players, and Nick Petan certainly falls into that category for the Jets, as does Curtis Lazar for the Ottawa Senators. This is going to be an icing call against the Jets.
Yeah. Well, when you talk about numbers, you mentioned Nick Petan, 2 years ago tied for the league in the Western Hockey League. Last year second in points, and there's a look at Curtis Lazar from the Ottawa Senators. 58 games, 41 goals, and 35 assists for the Edmonton Oil Kings. Helped them to win the Memorial Cup. Had that big overtime goal in the third overtime in the semifinals to get them into that final game.
You think he and Nick Petan don't know each other very well? 3 straight years in the Western Hockey League final, it was Edmonton and Portland. Shot from the line, that got blocked, and here comes Blake Wheeler. Wheeler will get the center. Now Wheeler took that one off the hand or the arm, and Wheeler in some discomfort making his way to the Jets bench. Rand Klitzum tied up by Zach Smith. Adam Hardy tried to send it up the boards. Hoffman is there to break it up. Hoffman for Zach Smith, watched by Slater. Into the slot for Hoffman, couldn't get a stick on that. Hoffman can shoot it. One thing he can do is fire the puck. Klitzum from the Ottawa area. Ahead for Peluso, and he'll send it in. And Blake Wheeler makes his way to the Winnipeg Jets bench or dressing room. Slater couldn't pick that off, and Zibanejad back for Ottawa. Shot from the left side by Pumpel, and Pavlik makes the save and hangs on.
Well, Pumpel, a good shot, good speed as Paul Maurice. Already injury troubles with the Winnipeg Jets. Here's the block by Blake Wheeler. Looks like it was off his right wrist. Second shift in a row where he takes a shot. First was off the skate area, and he heads back to the Winnipeg dressing room. And probably concern here is it has not been a good preseason for Winnipeg in the injury category.
They have seen a lot of players go down. Dustin Byfuglien, Paul Postma, TJ Gagliardi. Last night, Cormier and Tangradi. Zach Bogosian parks in behind his own net. Albert, Klingberg, and J.C. Lapon, the forward line for the Jets. Leonard plays it away. J.C. Lapon tracks it down for Albert. For Klingberg to the front of the net. Penalty coming up as Jared Cowan may have got the stick up a little bit on J.C. Lapon. To the bench goes Andre Pavlik. Klingberg tried to jam that one from a sharp angle. Jets control. Zach Bogosian. Back for Toby Enstrom. Takes the shot. Back for Bogosian. Back for Enstrom. 10 goals last year for Enstrom. Gets it for Scheifele. Save made by Robin Leonard. And the first power play of the game goes to the Winnipeg Jets. And we'll have it when we come back to Winnipeg.
And Jared Cowan heads to the penalty box. 2 minutes. Right in front of the net. J.C. Lapon goes for the puck. Catches the high stick from Cowan. And after that, the Jets do a good job with the extra attacker, working the puck around Enstrom to the far side. Quick shot by Scheifele, catches Leonard up top, makes the save, and now the Jets' power play will try to find some work.
Paul McLean's penalty killing was 80% in the National Hockey League last year. Jets control off the draw with Enstrom. Enstrom for Kane. Kane dishes off. Petan and Scheifele play some give and go. Kane to the net. And he couldn't reach far enough to get her around the pad of Robin Leonard. Petan for Enstrom, Bogosian, Petan. Finds Enstrom back at the line. In front of the net is Kane. Now he slides down, shot from the slot by Scheifele. Save made, Robin Leonard.
Well, nice play by Nick Petan. Both plays, it's a power move by Kane, the first one. As Petan just able to little give and go with Kane, a little roll play. Kane goes down to the goal line, then just that power, quick 2 strides to the front, can't get a handle on it. And then a great little backhand by Nick Petan, finds Scheifele open right between the hash marks, and a big save by Leonard.
There's the good news for the Winnipeg Jets. Blake Wheeler is back on the bench after leaving a few moments ago after blocking a shot with his hand. Enstrom leaves for Zach Bogosian. Paul Maurice is wanting to take a look at Scheifele, Kane, and Wheeler. They were together for one game, and then Kane missed the game, and now there was a chance that Blake Wheeler was going to be done for the night, but that is not the case. Zibanejad trying to work his way around Zach Bogosian. Bogosian stays right with him. Center no further for Scheifele. Lazar right back in for Ottawa. It's stopped by Bogosian and on for Evander Kane. Kane will lead for Toby Enstrom. Wheeler circles near side. Wheeler in full flight. Ehlers chips it in. Wheeler first man in. Wheeler away from Ceci. Ellerby at the line for Ehlers. Plays it down, slot for Wheeler as he tried to get that pass from Haluschuk. And now Ehlers let it go to the line, but there was no one there, and Ellerby's going to have to backtrack. Ehlers will leave for Klitzum, and Grant Klitzum will snap this in. Dying seconds of the Jets' power play. There's Jared Cowan standing and getting set to return. Pavlik plays this away from Brzezinski. Ellerby. Senators back at full strength. Slater at center. Given a bump there by Chris Neal. Leonard around the boards. Brzezinski couldn't get a stick on it. Control at the line. Here comes Peluso from Party. Peluso, there was some room on that short side, and that went off the side of the Ottawa net. Peluso has it again for Slater. Slater is pinned in behind the net by Grant. Keeps on going. Scores! Good work by Jim Slater, and the Jets score first.
Well, this line for the Winnipeg Jets, they started the game for Winnipeg, and they had a great shift in zone and some more work below the goal line. Jim Slater strong on the puck. Quick play to Peluso, give and go, and Slater able to fight off the check from Grant behind the net. Then he just walks out. Peluso in front, able to find some open area on the short side on Leonard, and the Jets get a 1-0 lead. And for Jim Slater, probably a lot of relief. Him been injury plagued these last 2 seasons.
Only 27 games played last year for Jim Slater. Started the year, then went out with injury, came back, and had some off-season surgery. Klingberg sends it in, and Zach Smith gets a bunt there from Lepon. Does get into the center ice area. Ben Sherratt tries to get away from Hoffman, sends it in, and Weirkosh is back. Lepon gives him a little bit of a bump. John Albert in on the far side, but it's cleared away from him. Pass by Hoffman looking for Stone, was into the skates of Stone, and now Smith goes after with Sherratt. Albert in to help out. Smith for Cowan, and good job by Klingberg to prevent Cowan from getting a real good shot on Ondrej Pavelec. Jim Slater with the goal. Jets in front of Ottawa, 1-0.
He picks up an assist on the Slater goal, and it's from some hard work to keep the puck, and he falls down. As he's falling, able to poke the puck free, and then it's below the goal line. A little exchange. Peluso to Slater. Slater walks around up front. Good screen by Peluso in front. He's tied up by Pajot, and Slater puts it in the back of the net.
Jets with the early lead here at the MTS Center. Dennis Bayak, Shane Knighty, Sarah Orleski, our TSN crew, as the Jets and Sens hook up for some NHL preseason action. Grant taken to the backboards by Kane. Pass up the middle. Zibanejad had it knocked off his stick by Wheeler. On the loose puck is Toby Enstrom. For Scheifele in front for Kane, and off the end of his stick. Zibanejad up the middle looking for that pass. It was in behind him. Chiasson couldn't get a stick on it either. Kane now in on the forecheck. And Zibanejad takes it for Ottawa. Gets it for Chiasson. Came over in the deal that sent Jason Spezza to Dallas. Zach Bogosian through the middle, deflected in by Matt Haluschuk. Off the backboards. Clayson gets it ahead for Buddy Robinson to center no further. And right back in by Nick Petan. Leonard up the boards. Petan gloved it down. Aaron Johnson sends it in behind his own net, and settling it down there is Frederick Clayson. Chipped into the Jet zone. Adam Party back forward along with Lazar. Robinson gets squeezed out on the play by Petan. It gets back to the blue line. Shot from the line got blocked as Weirkosh tried to jam it through. And now taken by Nick Ehlers. Ehlers will float this to the Ottawa line off the glove of Weirkosh and Anthony Peluso. will play it deep. Cody Ceci goes after it. Ceci plays it around the boards. Colin Greening is there. And it's out the center where Ellerby will take it. For Ben Sherratt. Through the middle for Slater. Slater got bumped there by Wierkosh. Gierczynski chips it in, goes in after it. From junior A to the NHL for David Gierczynski. To the line for Cowan, gets away from him. And that'll allow the Winnipeg Jets to get a line change in. Both these teams will start the regular season on the road. Gierczynski slap shot wide. Each a 3-game road trip. Ottawa will go Nashville and then into Florida for 2. To the front of the net, unable to get a stick on that was LaPon. Jets will start against the Arizona Coyotes and then into California for a couple. Enstrom. Through the middle, off the stick of Carl Klingberg. 1 goal last year in 3 NHL games played for Klingberg. Hoffman carries in. Hoffman wide. Hoffman and Enstrom. Enstrom gets a little down low support there from Scheifele. And Scheifele starts back for the Jets. For Kane, but that gets picked off at the line by Stone. Penalty coming up to Zach Bogosian as he got the leg out on Stone. So Ottawa will get its first power play of the game, barring a goal as they now have 6 attackers. Johnson plays it cross ice, place on. Now into the slot for Hoffman. From Stone, Hoffman cross ice, and misfiring was Aaron Johnson. And now will allow Blake Wheeler to touch the puck. And a stoppage in play.
Well, the Jets get themselves in trouble as Bogosian ends up taking the penalty on this play, but it's leaving the zone a little bit too early, and it's a turnover. As Scheifele coming up the wall, little exchange, him and Kane, and Stone a great job anticipating it, cuts in, and there's the knee by Bogosian. Stone just gets out of the way, sends it to the net, and with the extra attacker, much like Winnipeg did earlier in the game, the Senators moving around, but couldn't get a shot on net.
Ottawa's road penalty kill last year was 25%, second best in the National Hockey League. Cody Ceci. Zibanejad. Back for Ceci. Finds Wierkosh. Wierkosh sends it down low. Chiasson. Back to the line for Wierkosh. For Ceci. Zibanejad couldn't get a stick on it. Chiasson is after it. Knocks it down. Adam Pardy tried to clear. Puck bounces around. Kept in by Ottawa. Cody Ceci. Back to the line for Wierkosh. Fakes it. Cross ice, and Ondrej Pavelec reads the play and makes a real good save off Alex Chiasson.
Well, Chiasson got where he wanted to in that area for the one-timer, but a good job tracking the puck by Pavelec. Ceci
plays it back for Alex Grant and back for Cody Ceci. Born in Ottawa, played junior at Ottawa, and now with the Ottawa Senators. Some expectations there for him this season as offside is called against Ottawa at the line.
Well, Ottawa able to get one shot on that power play. They move it around, some quick puck movement out. Comes to Alex Chiasson on this side. Back to the point, quick play. And the shot, Ondrej Pavelec. Good job, a little double push there off the left skate as he gets into position, square to the puck. The fake shot by Wierkosh, the feed to Chiasson, and saved by Pavelec.
Hoffman, as the Ottawa power play continues. Ellerby swings it to the line, kept in by Alex Grant. To the front of the net, alone there was Neal, but he couldn't get a real good handle on it to get a shot. Then he tried to pass, that didn't work. And it's Enstrom ahead for Kane, and down the ice it goes. 25 seconds left in the Ottawa power play. 1-0 Jets on a goal by Jim Slater. Zach Smith, no room for him at center ice. John Albert with some good forechecking there. Albert now in on Grant, and Zach Smith down low to take it. But that pass for Neal failed to materialize as John Albert got his stick in that passing lane. Two shots on that power play for Ottawa.
Real good work by John Albert. Talking about a guy last year in St. John's, the American Hockey League, led the American Hockey League with 6 short-handed goals.
He's got real good speed and he uses it to his advantage even when he's in a penalty kill situation. Hardy taken to the boards by Lazar. In behind the net, Slater takes his man. That was Aaron Johnson to the backboards. Peluso, Thorburn, and Slater back out. Sherratt the shot, save made by Leonard. Sherratt trying to hold the line and get chipped over him. And Ellerby has to go back in a hurry. Greening is in after him. And now Sherratt and Lazar battle in the corner. Robinson is in on the forecheck. Peluso has the loose puck for the Jets. Peluso tried to play it up the boards. Picked off by Robinson. Jared Cowan in the slot. Zibanejad lets the shot go. Save made by Pavlik. 1-0 Jets here in the first.
For Ottawa on that last shift just before the whistle. As he finds the open area, the puck comes back to the point. Cowan just moves in. Little feet as Zibanejad comes off the bench. Quick shot. Ondrej Pavlik to save. And a good job by Pavlik. That rebound popped down on him, but quickly got the glove.
Look at Jared Cowan, the former Saskatoon contact. Zibanejad and Scheifele were to face off. Scheifele gets tossed. Evander Kane will go in and take the draw. Chiasson with the puck. He leads the Senators. He has 3 of their shots so far in this game. And it's been the Slater line that's leading the Jets in that category. They've combined for 4 of the 11 shots the Jets have had so far in the game. Long floater over top the Jets net, and Toby Enstrom will corral it. Wheeler for Scheifele. Scheifele around Wierkosh. Scheifele to the backboards with Chiasson centered off the goal post. Blake Wheeler with the chance. Now a chance for Kane. And save made by Robin Leonard. Bogosian holds it in at the line. Wheeler trying to get it to Kane. Kane looking to get it back to Bogosian, but the puck was rolling off the stick. And the Senators will clear. Nick Petan for Halischuk, and Halischuk will send it in. Ehlers coming in hard. Cleared away from him by Aaron Johnson. To the line, but not out. Brzezinski couldn't clear. Aaron Johnson trying to find a spot here. Well traveled around the National Hockey League. Brzezinski is in on the forecheck. Trying to get that loose puck after Pajot went in. Halischuk has it. Halischuk gets tied up by Brzezinski. And Ondrej Pavlik will play it around the boards where Ehlers will wait for it. Pressure on him. Ehlers gets help from Petan. Back for Ellerby and now for Sherratt. Rink wide for Ehlers. Sherratt finds a little bit of room and gets to the red line and sends it in. John Albert, first man in, jammed it in behind the Ottawa net. J.C. Lapon in with a hit. Brzezinski through center for Zach Smith. Smith gets rubbed out there by Grant Clitsome. Albert is after it. Centering pass picked off by Clitsome. Clitsome gets double teamed. Stone was in there looking for a loose puck. Lapon back behind his own net for Adam Pardy. For Carl Klingberg. Klingberg trying to work it around Ceci does. Ceci slowed him up enough that allowed Wierkosh to get the puck. Now up for Hoffman, who is stopped at the Jets line as we get into the final 60 seconds of period number 1. Grant Clitsome. Ahead for Scheifele. For Klingberg. He'll send it in, makes his way to the bench. Out comes Evander Kane. Enstrom and Bogosian, the deep pairing for the Jets. Ceci trying to break it up. Kane chipped it by him. Good hustles to come across by Patrick Wierkosh to prevent Kane from getting into that Ottawa zone cleanly. Wierkosh for Colin Greening, and out to the neutral zone it goes. Bogosian has a little bit of room through center. Bogosian carries in, and the wrist shot that goes off the shaft of the stick of defenseman Cody Ceci. Lazar through the middle. Bogosian gets back to break that up. And Anthony Peluso inside the Ottawa line. This is called back for offside.
Well, it's been a good period for Winnipeg. The Senators struggling to get a little bit of offense going. The Jets able to strike, and it was the line with Jim Slater, Chris Thorburn, and Anthony Peluso. If you want to put numbers on a line for Winnipeg, probably tagged as the fourth line for the Jets, but they have had a real strong period here as the Senators. They do have a young group here, but they're looking to find some offense.
Zach Bogosian blasts the long shot in on Robin Leonard. And the first period comes to an end with the Jets out shooting the Ottawa Senators by a margin of 13-8. So the Winnipeg Jets make their way off the ice. Jim Slater, the only goal of the period. 1-0 Jets after one period. Jets' fifth preseason game out of 7. Ottawa Senators making their way onto the ice surface here at the MTS Center as we get set for the second period. Only one goal in that opening period. Jim Slater from Anthony Peluso and Adam Pardy. And there's your shots, 13-8 in favor of the Winnipeg Jets. There's your goal getter, Jim Slater, with the only goal of this hockey game so far. And a goaltending change for the Ottawa Senators. After stopping 12 of 13 in the opening period, Robin Leonard gives way to Craig Anderson, who had a goals against average last year of 3.00, something he knows will be better this season. In the shortened year, he led the NHL in goals against average at 1.69.
Well, he got a new contract, looking to regain that form, as you mentioned, Dennis, and you have to wonder if there's going to be a little internal competition with Leonard and Anderson this year, kind of a 1A, 1B situation in the net.
So the same players that started this game will start the second period. And Ceci back into his own end for the Ottawa Senators. Patrick Wierkosh. And Ceci play give and go. It's Wierkosh that sends it in. Adam Pardy puts him. Peluso puts him. Had it, lost it. Zach Smith is after it. He gets pressured there by Anthony Peluso. Peluso looks one way, looks the other. Senators on both sides, so he just elects to send it up the boards and back into the Ottawa zone. Ceci for Wierkosh. Off the stick of Mark Scheifele, an offside called against Ottawa.
Well, there's a look at Mark Stone, Mike Hoffman, some players here that have done good things for the Senators in Binghamton. Big goals from Hoffman and Stone, big points. As Stone's one of those guys trying to fill this top 9 up front for Ottawa.
Out of the Winnipeg Thrasher organization is Mark Stone. I still find that ironic. The Winnipeg team called the Thrashers. And they actually won the TELUS Cup, and shortly after that, the Atlanta Thrashers were relocated to Winnipeg. So, for what it's worth, Wheeler trying to clear it up. Intercepted there, and Neal puts this back in behind the Winnipeg Jets net. Then Sherratt for Ellerby. Ellerby through for Kane. Kane with a little bit of room. Kane, wrist shot. Craig Anderson makes the save. Zibanejad banks it off the boards, back into the Jet zone. Nice tight turn there by Bogosian. Nice recovery by Pumpel, and he'll end up sending it back in behind the Jets net. Enstrom is tied up. On the loose puck is Matt Pumpel. Petan around for Ehlers. Ehlers gets tied up at the line by Aaron Johnson. Ehlers, nice bank pass for Zach Bogosian. For Toby Enstrom. Into the Ottawa zone, looking for a line change. Craig Anderson jams it away from Nick Petan. Ehlers, first man on the loose puck though. Ehlers will find Pardy. Pardy will find Petan. Petan looking for Ehlers. That just did get tipped away. Ehlers, Petan. Petan whipped it to the front of the net. And Halishchuk almost had a chance. Colin Greening back for Ottawa. Greening sharp angle off the blocker of Pavlik. Pardy, nice outlet pass for Nick Ehlers. Ehlers tight turns, gets away from Greening, floats it cross ice. Blitzham will put this deep. And Patrick Wierkosh will go back. Up the middle, no one home for Ottawa. Blitzham right back in for J.C. Lapon. Lapon, Klingberg. Klingberg tried to put that into the crease area. Deflected away, and here comes Hoffman. Cuts to the middle of the ice. And some back pressure there from Carl Klingberg. Knocked it away from Mike Hoffman. Centered up front, that one off the side of the netter. It would have been a very good scoring opportunity for Hoffman. Stone. Tied up in behind the net. Sherratt takes it away. Good play by Ben Sherratt. Klingberg. Albert. Back for Klingberg. Finds a little bit of room into that Ottawa zone. Dropped it, but Ellerby was at the line, and that allowed Hoffman to clear it, but it will go all the way down the ice, and Ottawa will be stuck with a tired line.
Well, the Senators are caught out on the ice before that. Pajot with some good hustle by him as he gets down the ice, gets past Ellerby, and able to get the shot on Pavlik. Some real good hustle from number 44 of the Senators. We've talked about Ehlers and Petan. A couple of times now they've had good exchanges. One cross-ice pass, then Ehlers goes back to Petan. A little spin play as he tries to find Haluschuk, but those two guys, maybe a little bit of chemistry building, a little look into the future for those Jets fans.
Correct. A couple of offensively gifted youngsters. Gloved into the center ice area by Zach Smith, the former Swiffer and Bronco. Here comes Scheifele. Tried to get it to Wheeler, knocked away by Cowan, kept in by Toby Enstrom. For Scheifele. He was looking to the near circle for Evander Kane, but the pass never did get there. Scheifele has it again. Finds Bogosian. Walks in. Anderson the same. Wheeler tried to jam it, and Anderson had that short side blocked off. Kane the wrist shot wide. And the rebound will carry him all the way back to the Jets line. Scheifele looking for Kane. That got steered away. Pajot back for Ottawa. Puts it in deep and goes in after with Toby Enstrom. Enstrom gets a little bit of help from Scheifele. Scheifele got dumped on the play. Wheeler will get it back for Bogosian. On for Enstrom and back for Bogosian. He couldn't handle it. Around for Wheeler. Wheeler gets stopped there. In on the forecheck, Derzinski. Wheeler now dangerously in front of his own net to the line, but not out. Clayson kept it in. Derzinski. Watched by Toby Enstrom. 5 minutes gone here in period number 2. Dennis Bayak, Sarah Orleski, Shane Knighty, our TSN crew at the MTS Center in Winnipeg. Some room on that left side. Zibanejad. To the line, no further, and Slater. Back for the Jets. Slater is the goal-getter in this game. Peluso in on the forecheck. Cleared out to center ice. Matt Pumple got tied up and couldn't get anywhere. Thorburn. Zibanejad. Peluso. To the side of the net it comes, and it gets cleared away quickly by Frederick Clayson, but the Jets will hold it in. Slater. For Peluso, the wraparound, and Anderson just got enough of it. Adam Pardy pinches in from the line. More pressure here by this Slater line for the Winnipeg Jets. Peluso tried to kick it back towards Slater, and it ends up making its way into the center ice area. Blitzham has to backtrack. Finds Slater, and he'll deflect it in. Wierkosh. Ehlers, Petan. Petan cross ice. Haluschuk with Ehlers scores! Nick Ehlers on a tic-tac-toe play.
Dennis, I think we just talked earlier about the gifted offensive talents of the Nick Petan, Nick Ehlers combination. This time, Matt Haluschuk combines with them for a beautiful goal, and it's all off pressure by Winnipeg. They force a turnover out in front, slow play. Little sauce pass, Petan over to Haluschuk, over to Ehlers, who gets open in front of the net. And the Jets able to add to the lead on a pretty goal as Ehlers finishes it off.
So Nick Ehlers, 49-goal scorer in the Q last year. makes this a 2-0 hockey game. Petan back in with Ehlers and Halischuk looking for more. Halischuk tied up there by Cowan. Ehlers is on the puck. A little more jump to their stride here now. Ehlers, Ellerby, that's off the leg wide, came to the side of the net. Halischuk gets dragged down by Jared Cowan, and that allows Anderson to hang on to it. Nick Ehlers has the Jets in front, 2-0.
Well, Nick Ehlers, a big smile on his face. Last year's Rookie of the Year in the QMJHL, gets a first goal of preseason. Good pressure up base on Weirkauskas. Ehlers helps get the turnover, then Petan with a nice pass to Halischuk. Little move by Halischuk. He finds Ehlers, who has a wide open net. And you can see how happy the young man is there. The 18-year-old gets his first goal here in preseason as Nick Petan, the two Nicks combined.
Ehlers, 104 points in the CHL last year. Petan, 113 points in the CHL last year with Portland. Stone for Hoffman, that gets stopped at center, 2-0 Jets. Hoffman back in his own end for Cody Ceci. Ahead for Stone, Mark Stone. Stopped at center by Enstrom, will get it in, Wheeler will get it right back out. Kane and Ceci battle for the loose puck. Weirkosh is on it and sends it into the catching glove of Ondrej Pavelec. Enstrom, back pass for Zach Bogosian. Back for Enstrom, through the middle, trying to get it to Scheifele, beyond his reach, and a quick up by Aaron Johnson. Misses everyone, and this will go for icing.
Well, the Senators looking to get something going, and Alex Chiasson, the new acquisition in that trade for Jason Spezza, is one of the guys they're going to look to here to provide some offense this year. He's a big winger, brings some size. He had a great start to the National Hockey League. Has been talked about a lot. His first 10 games, he had 9 goals. So maybe a little bit of that magic can come back for Ottawa.
Peluso in on the forecheck, trying to hold in it at the line was Ellerby. Mentioned that size for Chiasson, 6'4", 205 pounds, and just 23 years of age. It was a tough summer from that category for Ottawa when Jason Spezza basically came in, asked for a trade. And Dallas is where you will now find Jason Spezza, same division as the Winnipeg Jets. Ales Hemsky is there as well. Slater, who opened the scoring in this game for Thorburn. Chris Thorburn behind the net, trying to center it. Slater goes in and causes some havoc at the side of the net. Ellerby trying to hold it in and does. Anthony Peluso is after it. Cowan is trying to tie him up. And Cowan will get a little bit of help there from Aaron Johnson.
Oh, another shift by that line where they just hem Ottawa in their own zone. The size and puck pursuit possession of Peluso, Thorburn, and Slater. Just great job protecting it.
Shane, you talk about line combinations, and you go back to last night when we saw Perreault out there on that line along with Frolik and Lowry. And tonight we're seeing good things from that Slater line.
Oh, and it's just them using their side. They're playing to their strengths. You know, they're not going to come out tic-tac-toe plays, but they're going to protect the puck. They're going to use their size, and they're going to grind it out. And not only grind it out, they've been able to create chances. They've combined for a goal in this game. So far, as we're almost halfway through this hockey game, I'd argue to say that might be the Winnipeg's best line so far tonight.
502 NHL games played for Jim Slater, and all with this organization, this franchise. As Ondrej Pavelec will hang on to that with Curtis Lazar on his doorstep. 27 games played last year for Jim Slater because of injuries, and you even go back prior to that. Shane, he had some concussion issues coming out of Atlanta.
He did, coming out of Atlanta. He thought he got over that, and then his first year as the Jets came back to Winnipeg, played 78 games that year, 13 goals, and then just a tough couple of seasons after that, only 53 games these past 2 seasons. He
led the CCHA in points in the 03-04 season with Michigan State. Weirkosh through traffic, blocked in front of the net. Slater with a goal and 4 hits and 67% in the faceoff department in this game. J.C. Lapond to the front of the net, looking for Albert, and Klingberg batted away, and here comes Hoffman. Mike Hoffman crosses the red line, pumps it deep. Klitzum goes after it. Klitzum for Party. Party's pass goes off Klingberg. Lepond makes sure that gets into the neutral zone. Stone plays it back into the Jets' end of the ice. Klitzum. Lepond deflects it in. Klingberg on his horse. In on the forecheck, but Craig Anderson will play it away. Anderson coming in to start the second period for Ottawa. Shot from the right side by Lazar. And a good save there by Ondrej Pavelec. And he'll make sure there's no loose puck.
Well, there's a look at Lazar coming up the ice. Ondrej Pavelec will make the save, control the rebound, but some speed from the youngster down the side, comes down. Good job, quick release, able to get that shot on net, and then tries to push through Enstrom as he follows up, but there wasn't a rebound to be had as the 19-year-old trying to find a way here to get a second preseason goal. Already won so far.
We talked about the Portland-Edmonton matchups in the Western Hockey League playoffs with Lazar and Petan. Lazar 63 playoff games in the last 3 years for the Edmonton Oil Kings.
Well, that brings experience, and not only experience, it breeds winners. When you play on championship teams at any level, that is a positive for a young player. And Lazar was in the July camp, development camp, was named the hardest working player there for Ottawa.
Here's a look at Petan. You know that those two have had plenty of battles in their playoff series in the Western Hockey League. Lazar is also 4 for 4 in the faceoff department. Kane for Wheeler. To the line for Toby Enstrom and back for Blake Wheeler. Wheeler plays it for Evander Kane. Kane trying to get it back for Mark Scheifele, intercepted. As Frederick Claesson breaks that up. 2-0 Jets here in the second period. Up next for the Winnipeg Jets, a home and home with the Calgary Flames to close out the preseason. Chiasson in with Ellerby. Ellerby chipped it ahead to Thorburn. Thorburns pass got blocked, now does get onto the stick of Slater. Slater back for Thorburn, and it went through his legs, and that allows Zibanejad to flip it through. Pumple goes in after it, sharp angle chance, and Pavelec with a piece of that on the short side. Sherratt through center. Sherratt to the red line, tried to get it in deep, could not. And that will allow the Senators to send this back into the Jet zone. Matt Pumple, the former Peterborough Pete, doing the honors, and now he'll make his way to the bench. Thorburn for Sherratt. Sherratt will put this off the boards into the Ottawa zone. Ceci for Wierkosh. Cross ice feed, Robinson, the long shot, deflected away by Pavelec. Colin Greening. Nick Petan keeps an eye on him. Lazar. Robinson, but Klitzum reads the play and takes the puck away. Through the middle looking for Ehlers. Good read there defensively by Ceci to break that up. And it's back into the Winnipeg zone. Tight turn there by Klitzum, but his pass into the skates of Lazar. Adam Party back for Klitzum. Klitzum taking to the backboards, but a nice little outlet pass for Nick Petan. On for Ehlers. Klitzum. Taken by Petan. And he'll whip this in. And that line scampering to the Jets bench for the change.
Paul Maurice has been able to roll all 4 of his lines here. Hasn't been many whistles and a few stretches in this hockey game.
Pajot to the Jets line, no further. And now this will leave the playing surface and a souvenir here at the MTS Center. As we look at Chris Neil.
Chiasson and Mika Zibanejad, 2 players Ottawa looks to provide some offense this season. As you take a look at last year's stats for both these players. And Zibanejad with a nice play earlier as he comes back defensively, will poke the puck free, and then a heads-up play as Matt Pumple comes through the middle of the ice. Just a little flip pass, trying to find Pumple with speed, but he has to stop off. Just a little quick turn shot towards the net.
Pumple on the puck, sends it in. Chiasson is after it. Sharp angle chance. Zibanejad, that doesn't get to the net. And here comes Evander Kane. Kane going wide. Kane on Grant. Drops it back. Wheeler hits to the front of the net. Scheifele tried to put it there, and that got picked off. Grant trying to clear, bounces away from Scheifele. Scheifele now and Grant collide, and both get up a little bit slowly.
Well, the puck had already gone by.
Back in Zibanejad. Zibanejad long wrist shot wide. Kane off the sideboard. Senators interchange, and this will end up in the Ottawa bench.
Well, Mark Scheifele a little shook up after this. He collides on the point as him and Alex Grant come together. The puck's way gone. Goes past Scheifele. He thinks there's no play, and Grant follows through. And the arms come up. I'm not sure the point of contact as both players collide just outside the Senators' blue line.
Slater, and this will go off a stick and out of play.
Well, Scheifele seems to be okay as Alex Grant getting a little work. He may have got a cut in the chin as both players collide hard, and the puck goes by, follows through, and it is to the chest. Scheifele's head comes back, but Alex Grant 6'3", 205. Scheifele very similar at 6'3" and 198.
Grant may have caught Scheifele's helmet on the chin there. Hoffman the shot, save made by Ondrej Pavelec.
Well, still getting some quick repairs on the bench by Senators trainer Jerry Townsend.
Looks like it could hurt.
Well, that's a quick way to stop it. Get him back out there, and nobody wants to go off and get work done. You want to be back on the ice.
Grant's a Pittsburgh draft pick in 2007 out of the Q. A couple of NHL games with Anaheim last season. Face off to the right of Ondrej Pavelec. Hardy takes a bump in the corner. Flips and plays it for Halischuk. Cross ice for Ehlers. Ehlers watched there by Neal. Ehlers on the backhand. Tried to get it to Halischuk. Petan was there as well. And the Senators will clear, and Ehlers not quite in the perfect position to get that forehand shot away. Clayson holds it in for Ottawa. Now gets taken away, and Adam Hardy takes the feed from Petan. Hardy for Halischuk. Halischuk got bumped. Boy, if he could have slipped that puck through, Nick Petan was gone. Here comes Ehlers. Ehlers, sharp angle around the net. Ehlers still has it. Short side, and that got blocked. Lead pass off the bench now. Robinson to the forehand, scores! Buddy Robinson on the line change, gets in behind everyone, and Ottawa's on the board.
Buddy Robinson using all 6'5", and he puts on a fantastic move around Ondrej Pavelec to get Ottawa on the board. It's after a rush by the Jets as Ehlers tries to spin out front. Quick play and a heads-up play. The pass all the way blue line to blue line. Robinson comes off the bench. Little fake move goes to the forehand. And a nice goal for Ottawa here to cut into the lead.
Pavelec trying to go for the poke check, and Big Robinson pulled it away from him, and it's a 2-1 hockey game. Cowan plays it back for Grant, and Grant will send this in. Icing waved off. Lazar's in after it. Lazar watched by LaPont. Those two would have had some playoff battles in the WHL as well. LaPont, a member of the Kamloops Blazers. Robinson. And the assist to Aaron Johnson, and a penalty coming up. 2-1 Jets here in the second.
Toby Enstrom, 2 minutes for delay a game as Ottawa gets their second power play. Beyond the net, gets pushed down by Colin Greening and puts his hand on the puck as he tries to sweep it up the wall. He can't do that. He'll go to the box as Greening gets on top of him, and the Senators will try and tie it up now. A little bit of life after that Buddy Robinson goal as Paul Maurice hopes his penalty kill can go to work.
Weirkosh turns it over. Here comes Scheifele. Scheifele with Hallerstick short-handed. Craig Anderson makes the save off of Mark Scheifele.
Paul Maurice mentioned he wanted to use Mark Scheifele more in a penalty-killing situation, and does a good job here on the offensive side of things. He gets a chance to go, and Anderson with a nice glove save as Scheifele comes down that right wall, and Scheifele actually loses the draw, but a good job on puck pursuit, just comes down. Hallerstick tries to join the rush, but Scheifele with the shot.
Third shot of the game for Mark Scheifele. Adam Pardy slides his back into the Ottawa zone. Kane in with a good hit on Weirkosh. Ceci, 3 goals last year for Cody Ceci. 2 of them were game winners. 1 was an overtime winner. Zibanejad starts the power play for Ottawa. Almost too many men on the ice for the Jets, but John Albert did not get himself involved in the play. Grant for Ceci. For Chiasson. Chiasson dishes it off. Zibanejad, pump shot off the stick to the corner. Down low is Alex Grant. Ceci's waiting at the line. Pass goes down. Chiasson plays it around. Zibanejad plays give and go with Ceci. Now finds Grant looking for Chiasson. There was room on that near side, but he couldn't negotiate contact with that hard pass. Ceci the wrist shot. Pavlik the save. And he will smother it.
Well, Cody Ceci with the last shot. Some good puck movement by Ottawa, moving that puck around quick. Zibanejad finds a quick play through the seam as he exchanged with the defenseman. They just move it up top, him and Chiasson. Here's a shot by Ceci. They try to get the redirection right in front. There's a look at Cody Ceci. 15th overall pick back in 2012.
Montreal and Ottawa will have a home-and-home preseason this weekend. Chance in front, down is Pavlik. Puck came free, but grabbed off by Scheifele. Scheifele alone to center, sends it in, goes in after it. Good work there by Scheifele. Grant goes down in behind the net. Hoffman there to help his defenseman out. And it's onto the stick of Zach Smith. Dozen seconds left in the Ottawa power play. Their second power play of the hockey game. Hoffman plays it through. Chris Neal goes in after it. Neal swings it around, but an open wing, and out of the penalty box now is Enstrom. 2 shots on that power play for the Ottawa Senators. 2:35 left to go, second period. Slater and Ehlers for the Jets. Robinson for the Senators. Cowan the long shot in. Kane for Wheeler. Wheeler in a foot race there with Ceci. Wheeler puts on the brakes. Wheeler finds the trailer. Adam Pardy. A backhander off a stick and high. Pardy for Petan. Petan gets a little bit of help. Kane couldn't control the bouncing puck. Greening to center no further. Wheeler gets the stick knocked out of his hands. Robinson for Ceci. In through for Lazar. Lazar to Greening. And he missed the near side as he tried to go blocker side on Pavlik. Kept in at the line by Lazar. And now Klitzum will control for the Jets. Wheeler slides it to the Ottawa line. Wasn't sure if Kane was headed to the bench or not. Kane was. Pajot's going to have to backtrack. And now Aaron Johnson takes the bump there from Pardy. Off the board, Slater will get it to center, and Peluso going after a loose puck, and this deflects, and now we've got Neal and Peluso.
Well, they both know their role. You wondered when these two might come together and have a little discussion. Well, the game opened up a little bit here for a little while. Blake Wheeler using his speed down. He pulls up, gets on the puck, pulls up. Ceci tries to get him, but a great job. Adam Pardy joins the rush. Tries to go the backhand. This gets deflected over top of the net. But Blake Wheeler, that speed down the side, he stops up at full speed. Pretty tough for a defender to stay with him.
Blake Wheeler led the Winnipeg Jets in scoring last year with 69 points. As we look at Adam Pardy, 260 NHL games for Adam Pardy with Calgary, Dallas, and Buffalo, and now the 60 last year with the Winnipeg Jets. Senators control off the draw. Cowan to the Jets line. Pumpel tried to pump it in, could not, and Cowan's going to have to try it again. That's intercepted at center as Zibanejad got closed off there by Zach Bogosian. Senators regain it, send it into the Winnipeg zone, and Toby Enstrom is back. Chiasson in on Enstrom, swings it around the board. Zach Bogosian will catch up to it. Final minute of the period, Bogosian's pass up the middle was right onto the stick of Derzinski, and the Senators right back into the Jet zone. Shot from the line, traffic in front, save made by Pavlik with Chris Neil all over the Jets goaltender. Neil to the backboards now with Enstrom. Back to the line, and Wierkosh misjudged the carom, and this will make its way all the way back. Anthony Peruso in to give Wierkosh a bump. Ceci to center ice, no further. Broken up there by Ellerby. Neil comes in, and now after Neil is a couple of Jets. As Neil with a bit of a late hit on the play.
Well, Chris Neil finishes off Mark Scheifele, and that brings everybody in as Kane, Wheeler.
Sherrod is in there.
Sherrod's a big boy. As Lazar and Scheifele now pair up, but they'll have a discussion. Right, well, Chris Neil has always played the game hard. All his career with the Ottawa Senators, 855 games and 2,216 PIMs in that time. So this is the part of Neil's game.
Kane and Neil discussing the preseason so far.
Yeah, just wondering how it's going for each other. As we'll wait and see how this plays out. As maybe Neil getting the penalty on this play, or the initial penalty possibly. Yep. It'll be a 5-on-4 for Winnipeg here to finish off this second period. And here's the play, Scheifele, the puck, and you can see Neil just comes in, the puck's laying there.
And that brings everyone into the party. Wheeler was in there, Kane was in there. Rest of the Sens got in. And Neil to the penalty box for 2 or less. Second power play of the game for the Winnipeg Jets.
Well, and they'll have to make quick work here. Only 15 seconds to try and find something, and then they'll have a clean sheet of ice to open up the third period.
Yes, they will wash the ice, as they always do. Scheifele pulls it back. Bogosian throws it, that went high. Wheeler, Kane for Scheifele. Jets on the power play. Scheifele for Wheeler. It was in behind him, and time will run out here in the second period. The Jets up by 1. So 19-17, the shots as the Winnipeg Jets make their way to the dressing room. Chris Neil with some physical play. There's the goal by Ehlers as the youngsters combine for a goal, and then Robinson gets Ottawa on the board. 2-1 Jets, 40 minutes done. Ottawa Senators making their way onto the ice as the third period is about to get underway. The Senators down by 1. Jim Slater scored for the Jets in the opening period. Nick Ehlers from Halishchuk and Patan made it 2-0. And then Buddy Robinson from Aaron Johnson at 14:42. Your shots in that second favored Ottawa. As we take a look at the Ottawa goal getter, 6'5", 230-pound Buddy Robinson.
Well, 15 goals with Bingham last year, and there's a look at Nick Ehlers, the goal scorer for Winnipeg in that second period. And the Jets now have a power play as Chris Neil's in the box for another minute 45.
Craig Anderson took over in goal for the Ottawa Senators to start the second period. Robin Lehner, some swelling in his hand at the end of the first period. That's why the goaltending change was made at that point. As we take a look at Robin Lehner. Power play for the Winnipeg Jets. Their second man advantage of the game. Zach Bogosian ahead for Scheifele. Scheifele looking for Kane. That got tipped away. Enstrom chased back into his own zone. 10 goals on the year last year for Enstrom. Mark Scheifele takes it deep. Wheeler, Little, and Byfuglien each had 8 power play goals last year for the Jets to lead the team in that category. Senators, who had an 80% penalty kill ratio last year, send this one down the ice. Bogosian looking for a little bit of room, gets away from Alex Chiasson, sends it in, taken there by Wheeler, but as he tried to drop it for Scheifele, Scheifele was headed more to the middle of the ice. Now Bogosian quickly for Wheeler, lost his footing. Cross ice, Bogosian has a little bit of room on Cowan, and that slap shot goes off of Cowan and up into the netting in behind Craig Anderson.
Well, the Jets just seem a little out of sync on that power play, but we always look at that top 9 forward position. But this line together, this combination has been good for Winnipeg. Thorburn, Slater, Peluso, the ice time up where you want it, and they've been able to get results for Winnipeg. They've already opened up the scoring, Jim Slater, and some hard work by them, especially deep in the Ottawa zone.
Yes, the PST line is always taxing. It is deflected off of Klitzum, shorthanded chance for Zach Smith. In on goal, and Andre Pavlik got the left pad out and makes the save off of Zach Smith.
Well, the Jets have given up 1 breakaway in this game, and they scored, and this time as Grant Klitzum gives it up to Zach Smith right inside the Senators' zone. Klitzum tries to come to the middle. Good pursuit by Smith, gets his stick on the puck, and then off to the races he skates past. Klitzum tries to go to the backhand. And Pavlik, a good job getting that left toe, stretching that left leg right to the post to keep that puck from going in.
Zach Smith did have a shorthanded goal last year for Ottawa. Andre Pavlik keeps this a 1-goal lead for his Winnipeg Jets. Klitzum. Drop pass through the middle of the ice. Ehlers on for Petan. Petan spins this back to the line to Grant Klitzum. Klitzum unloads. Save made by Craig Anderson. And the rebound gathered in and cleared all the way down the ice by Jean-Gabriel Pageau. Senators in on the forecheck, a steal, but then Klitzum takes it away. Work there by Mark Stone. Klitzum for Peluso. 1 shot on that power play for the Winnipeg Jets. Anthony Peluso. Zach Bogosian. That shot floated wide. Enstrom is in from the line. Enstrom on a redirect. And a good save by Craig Anderson. Thorburn. Slater. Slater for Anthony Peluso. Poked away from him, but Enstrom is in from the line. Back for Slater. Going to try it again, and then Chiasson had it, lost it. Spinning and firing was Thorburn, but he missed the net. Pumpel will play it back in behind his own net. Nice little fake there by Jared Cowan. And Cowan will skate it out, but his pass misses Pumpel. Wave off the icing they do. And grabbed off by Grant Klitzum. J.C. Lapon. In on the forecheck, Lapon in full flight. Pressuring place on. Grant will take the pass. For Curtis Lazar, no room for him. And John Albert will slide this back into the Ottawa zone. Adam Pardy steps up, breaks the play up at the Ottawa line. Colin Green rubbed out on the far side by Lapon. Sherratt. Lapon trying to find a little bit of open ice at that Ottawa blue line. Nothing doing as Klingberg was there as well, but couldn't get the puck. Slapped in by Cody Ceci. Bouncing puck for Ellerby. And now Neal and Peluso and Thorburn are all in behind the net. And are Peluso and Neal going to dance? Tight quarters right now. Chris Neal and Anthony Peluso trying to get free. Down they go, up they come. And the linesmen jump in.
Well, it's interesting. Exactly what happened. Peluso's been in his fair share of fights. I think he's got a bit of a sore mitt going on, probably from his last one. And Thorburn was in there, and Neil had his choice of 2 dance partners, but it was Peluso first. Not much exchange. Just they get hauled down, and Anthony Peluso very happy there to save the hand. Trying to use his hands for other things as he tries to break up the middle of the ice. Loses his stick on Alex Chiasson, and then able to grab it back, get control of it, and still get puck possession. So using his hands for everything on the ice. That time, little quick action to get his stick. Loses it, gets it back, gets the puck. As there's Alex Chiasson, his first year here with the Senators after playing in Dallas.
Came over in the deal that sent Jason Spezza the other way. And it's Neil in the penalty box, along with Anthony Peluso. Paul McLean in his 4th year behind the bench of the Ottawa Senators, the former Winnipeg Jet. Looks on. 265 goals against last year for the Sens. Only Florida and the Islanders had more in the Eastern Conference. And just as that's a concern for the Winnipeg Jets goals against, it is for the Ottawa Senators as well. Robinson out of the corner. Well, they give them 5 minutes each for fighting. Evander Kane to the front of the net. Anderson trying to elude the stick there of Blake Wheeler. Sherratt back into his own zone. Sherratt watched by Robinson. Swings it for Evander Kane. Ellerby. Kane. Cross ice. Senators are changing as Kane perhaps thinking someone would play that and maybe draw too many men on the ice penalty.
That was a good play by Lazar. He just jumped on the bench, able to avoid that puck touching him.
Blitzham plays it for Nick Petan. 2-1 in favor of the Jets here in the 3rd. Petan's pass too far for Blitzham. In on the forecheck is Haluschuk. Back for Blitzham. Haluschuk trying to center. Haluschuk in a battle there with Jared Cowan, and it's cleared into the center ice area. Dennis Bayak, Shane Knighty, Sarah Orlesky, our TSN crew here at the MTS Center. As the Jets and Oilers have played 5 minutes of the 3rd period in this NHL preseason game. Kumpel to the backboards with Adam Pardy, and Pardy comes up with it. Nice little reverse for Blitzham. Blitzham on for Thorburn. Thorburn got closed out at center ice quickly by Hoffman. Ceci sends it in. And Grant Blitzham goes back for it. Tough season last year for Grant Blitzham. Left in December. Required back surgery. Albert has his pocket picked. Hoffman back for Ceci. And that shot blocked by Albert. Saw a couple of blocked shots from Albert. Maybe a little more desperation on that one, as it was he who kind of gave it away.
Yeah. Always get a little more inspiration when you make those mistakes, and a great play by him. It's all about the recovery. Makes up for it.
Kane and Hoffman in behind the play, glaring at each other. Controlled in the Jet zone. Lazar sends it to the far side. Colin Greening in front for Lazar. And that went off pipe. At the line, kept in by Aaron Johnson. Greening now in on Zach Bogosian. Shifley down low to help out. Lazar in a battle. Greening is there for Ottawa as well. And Shifley is on with it, up for Kane. Kane flipping it through to Wheeler. Wheeler and Cowan after it. Wheeler to the backboard, bumped there by Aaron Johnson. It's cleared away from Kane. Sherratt in on that left point. Held it in briefly before Robinson got it for Cowan for Greening. Save made, Pavlik on the short side. Jets control with Shifley for Kane. Kane going wide. Kane forced and rubbed out in the corner by Alex Grant. Puck still loose. Kane to the side of the net. Haluschuk in for Kane. In a little tight on him. Haluschuk has it again. Pajot now for Ottawa will just relieve the pressure. And Sherratt back for it. For Ellerby, he got double teamed. Ehlers takes that pass from Halishchuk. Ehlers is shot. That goes off a stick. Ehlers' sticks break, and it's grabbed off by Pajot.
Ehlers tried to follow that up with a little bit of a soccer kick.
Long shot in by Alex Grant. Andrei Pavlik hangs on to it, and now Derzinski in front of the net without a party.
Evander Kane showing his speed wide as he's coming down. Great job going around Ceci, and then tries to throw it in front. Has Blake Wheeler and Scheifele crashing the net. As Kane's so dangerous when he can get wide, tries to get the step, putting pucks to the net, just out of the reach of Blake Wheeler. And another part of Kane's game, he'll get involved physically as preseason starts to wind down. Everybody kind of wants to get their game face on.
Kane leads all skaters in this game with 7 hits. On that line with Scheifele and Wheeler. Dustin Byfuglien not in the lineup. Little Lad not in the lineup either. Erik Karlsson, Clark MacArthur, Kyle Turris not in the lineup for the Ottawa Senators. What a year for Erik Karlsson last year. Grant Clitsome tripped up in his own zone as he led all NHL defensemen in points. Karlsson did with 74. Clitsome for Slater. Slater through for J.C. Lepon, who's on that line with Anthony Peluso in the penalty box. Lepon in on the forecheck. Craig Anderson plays it away from him. Petan in on the forecheck. Ceci starts back for Ottawa. Under 11 and a half left to go now here in period number 3. Jets and Calgary a home and home. Ottawa and Montreal a home and home. That's what is left for these two teams in the preseason. And then each team will start with a 3-game road trip. Petan. Enstrom chalks this back to the Ottawa line. Grant plays it cross ice. Clayson back for Wiercross and back into the Jets end it goes. Petan, his cross ice pass, Pumple picked it off, and Andrei Pavlik got the right arm up on that. And that deflects up into the netting.
Oh, Pumple with a good shot there and a good chance off a turnover by Nick Petan. And the Senators have tried it a few times now. They're stretching one player behind the Jets defense, trying to get that long stretch pass. You can watch on the screen, so they break far, try to get that pass, almost an icing play, but comes off the back wall. And they get behind the Jets D. This is the turnover in front. Petan tries to throw this up the middle of the ice, gets picked off by Pumple and let the shot go, and Andrei Pavlik just gets enough of that right shoulder on the puck.
Lazar and Scheifele. The face-off, Lazar wins it. Greening was waiting for it. It got tipped away from him, and Kane tries that lob pass looking for Wheeler. Jared Cowan takes over. Jets retreat to center ice, go further for Robinson, and now taken by Ben Chiarot. One game with the Jets last year for Ben Chiarot. Key part of that St. John's Ice Caps run in the playoffs. Ellerby ran into the linesman. Ellerby now getting pressured by Colin Greening. Ellerby jams it ahead for Wheeler. Wheeler puts it off the glass back into the Ottawa end. Evander Kane first man in. Ooh. And they call icing on it when Evander Kane.
Well, you can hear the reaction of what the crowd thought the call should be on this. You'll see that a lot with Wheeler and Kane. If they see one of those wings gaining speed coming across, they just like to airlift this puck out of the zone, let that player use the speed to get into it, and watch for the hash marks. It looks like they're dead even, and that's where the whistle will come, and they'll blow it down. The hash marks kind of the area as both players cross at the same time.
You are correct, and they're pretty much neck and neck at that point. Kane eventually did pull ahead and was on the loose puck first, but you're right, that call is made at the hash marks. Cody Ceci for Ottawa. For Mark Stone, and Stone will send it in. Stone, an offensive star with the Brandon Wheat Kings. Zach Smith, Thorburn, flips them all in the corner in the Jet zone. To the blue line for Grant. He gets bumped there by Slater, and that allows Thorburn to get the puck ahead for Anthony Peluso. Peluso, sharp angle chance, sailed it high. The rebound caroms out the center. Party puts on the brakes and slams it right back into the Ottawa zone. That Slater line combined for the game's opening goal. Slater for Peluso and Party. Ehlers from Halistruck and Petan. That's the line that's out there now. And then Robinson for Johnson. That's your scoring in this game so far. Halistruck. That backhand shot went wide. Neal is after it. Halistruck takes it away from him. And Craig Anderson has to play it away from Ehlers. Grant for Neal. Neal plays it through for Pajot. Cleared away from him. Bogosian takes Neal into the sideboards. Pajot is on the loose puck. He'll find Johnson at the line. Johnson for Cowan, redirected by Derzinski high and wide. Center in front for Pajot. That never got to the net as Bogosian blocked it. And now Bogosian trying to pull away from Derzinski. Ahead for Ehlers. He'll lead for Petan. Nick Petan pulls up, delays, plays it in behind the Ottawa net, heads to the bench on the change. 8 now left in a one-goal game, and save made off of Pumpel by Pavlik, and the face-off will be in the Winnipeg Jet zone.
Well, Jim Slater, coming off hip surgery last season that limited him to 27 games, takes a hit there as he goes up on defenseman Alex Grant. A little slow to go off the ice. He's all right now, maybe just shaking it off, and some good work by the Senators. The line of Neal, Derzinski, and Pajot as Neal spins it, comes right out front to Pajot, but a good block by Bogosian as the Senators do a little work in the Jet zone.
Jets with the one-goal lead. Under 8 to go here in the third. Wheeler, Scheifele heads to the front of the net. Wheeler fires and he missed the target. Kane lets the shot go. Blocker save Anderson. Kane away from him, but Clipson jumps in from the line. Tried to get it to Wheeler. Wheeler gets it to Scheifele. Scheifele to Wheeler and back to Scheifele in very close quarters. Scheifele does control though now. Back for Kane. Kane in a battle with Chiasson. And those two glare at each other, exchange cross checks. Scheifele back for Kane. And Kane and Chiasson still at it. In front of the net, it bounced around. Scheifele a whack at it. Puck still loose. And grabbed off and cleared by Clayson, but Adam Party holds it in, but only for a split second.
Well, some good work by that line. Kane and Chiasson went after each other a little bit. Chiasson, I don't think, wanted to get into that mix.
Peluso stopped at center ice. Slater's on the loose puck though, and Anthony Peluso on the forehand will send it deep into the Ottawa zone. Thorburn in on the forecheck. Slater quickly to the short side. Good save made there by Anderson as he had to be alert. Thorburn tried to jam it in on the short side. Another save by Anderson. Now Thorburn has the loose puck at the line. Bogosian. He'll find Enstrom. Enstrom looking for the carom off the backboards. Peluso is on it. Slater heads back behind the net. Peluso gets it to him. Thorburn's in front. Slater for Peluso. Knocked away by Jared Cowan. Thorburn. Bogosian off a stick and finally controlled by Grant. As the Jets will start a change. Enstrom. Nice play out of his own zone. Slater. Ahead for Halistruck. Sends it in and Ehlers. First man in the puck. Ehlers is knocked off stride. Halistruck is after it. Cleared away from him by Hoffman. Robinson jams it into the Jet zone. Back for it, Ben Sherratt. For Petan, the long lift pass back into the Ottawa zone. Ehlers now on his way to the bench for a line change. Petan will go in and make sure there's no quick lead pass there by the Sens.
All right, Ehlers looking for that pass from Petan, but maybe extended his shift a little too long. Didn't have enough gas in the tank.
35 hits in this game now for the Winnipeg Jets. That is their highest in-game total of the preseason.
Well, Mark Scheifele, look at him as he has an opportunity. Some good work by Kane in the corner and then down to Mark Scheifele. This line gets their chance. Spin off a check. Throw it to the net as it bounces around. Scheifele able to grab it. Gets a swat at it. But a good job in front by the Senators to knock down as they step into Scheifele.
Scheifele 11 points, including 6 goals in his first 16 games under Paul Maurice. Icing called one more time. Face-off to come all the way back as we look at Scheifele, 29 points in his last 39 games last year. He's had 4 shots on goal tonight in just under 19 minutes of ice time. Albert, Lepon and Klingberg out for the Jets. Smith out to take the face-off for the Sens. Out there along with Stone, and now player changes for the Ottawa Senators. Greg Anderson plays it behind his own net. It gets turned over. Lepon tried to get it back to the blue line, could not. Flips it, keeps it in for Klingberg. Klingberg trying to work it out front. Klingberg on the wraparound. Puts him. Trying to get away from Brzezinski. Lepon in on the forecheck. In behind the play, we've got Klingberg and Smith all tied up, and looks like it might be Zach Smith who is heading to the penalty box.
Zach Smith for the Senators to the penalty box. He takes a high sticking penalty on that guy, Carl Klingberg. The two of them battled through a slash, a pull, went all the way around, a high stick. Eventually the call was made. And before that, we mentioned 2 players, Alex Chiasson and Evander Kane, exchanging some cross checks and maybe again discussing the preseason and how it's going for one another. As it continued on for a while, they went back in the corner, battled some more back and forth as cross-check each other. Everybody's okay, and now Kane will step on for the power play.
Thought I saw Kane in there say, so how do you like Ottawa? You all settled in?
Making sure he's all settled in the new city.
Yep.
As we look at Chiasson and Kane.
Third power play of the game for the Winnipeg Jets. 0 for 2 with 2 shots on the man advantage, and an opportunity here to give themselves a little bit of breathing room. 2-1 lead right now. Senators win the draw. Snapped down the ice by Cody Ceci.
Ottawa penalty to number 15, Zach Smith. 2 minutes for high sticking.
Toby Enstrom twisting and turning, trying to get away from Pajot. Enstrom with Pajot in pursuit. Drops it back for Blake Wheeler. Robinson used that long reach of his to knock it away from Wheeler. Kane comes in, plays it to an open corner. Scheifele and Pajot are after it. Scheifele on the loose puck, bouncing puck at the line, and before it got back to Enstrom, Robinson jammed it back into the Jets' end of the ice. Kane is going to try it. Kane as the Senators converge on him at center. Dumps it in, goes in after it. Back the line, Bogosian is going to hold it in, but only briefly. It's gloved down by Alex Grant. And the Jets will go back and retreat. 1 minute left in the power play. Ehlers for Petan. He tried to chip it through for Halishchuk. And Mark Stone easily takes that away. Plays it back into his own end. Stone takes that one in the skates. Lazar had it, lost it. Here comes Petan. Petan into the Ottawa zone. Puts him at the line. Puts him for Ellerby. He had a power play goal last year. Ellerby for Ehlers. Ehlers for Ellerby. And Ehlers gets it poked away from him by Mark Stone. And Stone for a split second thought there if he could have got on that a little quicker, may have had a short-handed breakaway.
Oh, it kind of rolled off either stick. I don't think he was expecting it to come right to him.
So the power play is over without a Jets shot on goal. Slater lifts it in. Poliso goes in after it. Takes Cowan to the boards. Pajot. Lead pass for Robinson. Cross ice, no one there. Adam Party puts this right back into the Ottawa zone where Jared Cowan will go back. 6'5", 228. 23-year-old Jared Cowan. Gone through some injury problems. Says he feels good. That always helps. A new training program for Jared Cowan this past offseason. Cleared in, Anderson turned it over. Kane was alone in front. Scheifele couldn't get it to him. Zibanejad for Stone. Stone to the front of the net. Kane on the back check, breaks it up. Stone stays on it for Grant at the line. Grant cross ice for Clayson. Clayson gets it back, deflected in front of the net, just wide. Zibanejad on the wraparound try. Wheeler's after it, and Wheeler will get it out of harm's way. And this will get across the icing line, and the faceoff will come back.
Well, some pressures from the Senators here as Zibanejad had a great chance. He tried the wraparound on Pavlik as they were crashing the edge. Someone's trying to find a way through. There's a shot from outside. It kind of gets deflected right in front by Mark Stone. It goes wide. Zibanejad tries to wrap around. That stays out as Pavlik gets a little help from his defenseman. And now it's a timeout. Kane seems in a little bit of pain as he goes, maybe a little shook up from that last barrage by the Senators.
So Craig Anderson leaves the net. 6 attackers. Paul Maurice calls a timeout. And the Winnipeg Jets with the 1-goal lead on the Ottawa Senators.
Well, you look for situations in the preseason that you can play off for both teams. Here's a chance to get the extra attacker. You're down a goal. See how they react. The flip side, the Jets want to know how they need to defend, how they hold on to a lead late in the third period. So these are game situations that you use in preseason to teach and try to design plays.
Faceoff will be to the right of Ondrej Pavelec. Ottawa Senators right now would love to invoke rule number 84, the new overtime rule in the National Hockey League, where teams will switch ends prior to the start of overtime. Scheifele wins the draw. Bogosian sends it off the glass. Good job there by Wheeler. Took his man out, but the puck stayed in the zone. And Ondrej Pavelec is forced to make another save, and now we've got Neil and Bogosian added in front of the net.
A little testy here late in the game, and yeah, Blake Wheeler's going to get a penalty on this play for interference at the blue line. The puck goes way up in the air. Nobody knows where it is, and Wheeler just barrels over the defenseman, I think Frederick Clayson. We'll wait and see if there's any call of Chris Neil. I think it's just one call on this. As puck goes up, Wheeler doesn't know where it is. He thinks Clayson's going to play it, drives through him, and there's the interference call as the puck lands about 5 feet behind Wheeler inside the Jet zone.
Wheeler didn't see the fair catch signal.
Well, they're going to make it really difficult. 6-on-4 chance here for Ottawa now as they're going to call their timeout, and Paul Maurice will try and draw something up defensively as the other ball, Paul McLean, will look for his team to try and find this equalizer. Well, and he doesn't have his top guys in the lineup tonight. I'm sure he liked the likes of Bobby Ryan, Kyle Turris,
Erik Karlsson,
McCulloch. Yeah, there's
MacArthur.
A couple guys missing for him, but he'll use what he has here to try and find a goal.
So Blake Wheeler in the penalty box, and the Ottawa Senators will be 6-on-4 with Craig Anderson on the bench for the extra attacker. Mark Scheifele won that last face-off, but is 39% in this game. Zibanejad is 50% in this game, and it looks as though those two right-handed centermen will be responsible for this drop. To the boards it goes, and back to the line, and the Ottawa Senators control. Weirkosh for Pumpel, but Pumpel turned it over to Evander Kane, and Kane will get it back into the Ottawa zone as we are now under 55 seconds left in regulation. Zibanejad carries in. Zibanejad wide on Enstrom, centered. Kane scooped that away. Pumpel. Bogosian, though, takes it, gets it for Enstrom. Enstrom ahead for Scheifele. Scheifele double teamed. Enstrom is going to try and bat it away. Can't. Zibanejad to the line for Hoffman. Zibanejad. Hoffman is shot off the stick of Scheifele and high. Bogosian rattles it down the ice. Here comes Hoffman. Turned it over at center. Adam Pardy at the empty net wide. A dozen clicks of the clock remain. The long pass for Curtis Lazar, but Pardy stands up and breaks that up at center ice. Wierkosh, and the long shot in, and the Winnipeg Jets will hang on to defeat the Ottawa Senators.
Final score, Winnipeg Jets 2, the Ottawa Senators 1.
Well, the Winnipeg Jets get back in the win column in this preseason. Nick Ehlers has the winner, but a good team effort as they hang on to a one-goal lead here in the third period as the Senators push to tie it with the extra attacker and a penalty penalty.
Ottawa certainly outshot the Jets the last two periods, had their chances. Andre Pavlik was good. Jim Slater scored the game's opening goal. 2-1 Jets your final as we send you to SportsCenter with Jennifer Hedger.